Brenda, welcome back again to the show. And thank you very much for being here. I know that you are very busy. You have to attend a gala at 6 o'clock, and you specially took your time to come to the studio. And it's good that you were able to talk to Mr. Norm Lipinski when he called, and you both were interacting with each other through phone. Because some people thinks that the police chief and the mayor they don't interact much. And now out of the box, I just want to inquire about the health of your husband. I have come to know that he's not feeling well for last 3 months, and you were busy with him in the hospital. Even then, you were, doing your duties and meeting the people. So how is he now?
Thanks. Thanks for asking, Jaswinder. He's doing okay. He's had some pretty serious health issues, and so uh, there will be a new normal at our house. Lots of changes, but he's doing okay.
And I wish him the speedy recovery and best of his health.
Thank you.
Yeah, Brenda, so we were talking about the extortion calls and all that, and Mr. Lipinski, talked with us around 32 minutes, and he explained his position. He said that he's okay with the federal funding because the federal leaders in the, Reflection Banquet Hall meeting, they just explained that, our responsibility is to provide the funds. We are providing the funds, and whenever mayor of Surrey, send us a text or calls us for the help, we help her. We have arranged the meeting with the federal minister for security and home with the mayor. So we are doing our duties. And um, Mr. Lipinski told that he has enough number of police officers for the time being, and he also said that there is an issue with the charges, laying of charges, and all that. And Gary Begg was there; he was also from RCMP. So, Brenda, my question is that if that was the issue, then why that issue has not been solved since last 2 years? And as I mentioned while talking to Mr. Lipinski, that we have most of the MLAs from NDP in and around Surrey who are from South Asian community, whether you take the name of Raj Chauhan, Rohini Arora, Sunita Dheer, Ravi Kalon, Jagrup Brad, all the people. So why your message has not been conveyed to the NDP, and why they have not taken any action on it, although Nikki Sharma, the Attorney General, was also present in this meeting?
Well, I specifically told Nikki Sharma that Surrey needed a special prosecutor. She said we did not. She said no to that already 2 times. I asked her last year, in fact, 2024. I asked her the first time, and then I asked her again this year. I'm going to just let me just say one thing, and I don't see this as Punjabi, Indian, South Asian, whatever.
Mhm,
This is Canadians that are being extorted.
mhm,
That
mhm.
hurts me to my core. I'm angry to my core. So I just want to make that comment because I think um, I, seem, I think sometimes in Surrey we get marginalized or there's a bias about what is happening. This is serious and it's significant. In terms of the federal government and the federal MPs, so the the uh, the MPs in Surrey, all of them, including Ernie Klassen, including MP Sani and Dhaliwal and all
Mhm.
of them have been really attentive. They've been asking me what is happening. I have been keeping them all up to speed. Both sides, even Tamara Jansen, I talked to. There's no doubt I am staying on top of it with all of the MPs. The challenge is that, um,
Sorry to interrupt you
yeah,
here. Being politely said, it's okay that each and every political person is aware of all this, but there is no effect on the psychological comfort level with the
yeah.
city residents. They are in constant fear.
Mhm.
So if you say that you are in touch with this one, this one, this one, it's okay. But the people of Surrey, they need results.
Yes. So
This is my humble
yeah,
submission.
no, I hear you, Jaswinder. The issue is that the responsibility for policing in British Columbia is the provincial government. They are the ones that have the responsibility. We have the responsibility
Okay,
to
so it
pay
means that you have conveyed your messages to the provincial government.
100%.
So they
How
are not
many
taking
times?
any action.
Well, as I said, I've written Nikki Sharma about how I want to see a special prosecutor. She said no. We need to see.
So she said no.
She said no. I
A-
have
another thing,
twice. I've
another
done
th-
that.
another thing you
I
mentioned
have
that
talked to previous, and I have now talked. In fact,
twice.
twice, and in
Okay.
fact, on Thursday, I talked with the new Minister of Public Safety,
Uh-huh.
Krieger, and so I do have a relationship with her, as I did with.
What did she say?
Yeah. Well, that was more to deal with other issues, but also to talk about how we are going to deal with this moving forward. I know that they are going to be talking about the JFO and what is going on with the JFO, and I know Chief Lipinski talked about that earlier. So they are responsible for making that happen. Are they doing anything fast enough and aggressive enough? Not in my opinion, because this all is on the shoulders of the prosecutors. The police can arrest people, they can do what they can do, but there's no point of doing it if the prosecutors will not lay those charges. And the bar is so high, so there's two things, and that's why we need a special prosecutor, is because we need somebody singularly and only focused on Surrey, somebody who understands this whole extortion issue that we're going through. And I know, I hear you because I meet with those people, many I'm of those
Because
people.
you are the representative of city of Surrey
Yes.
people, and I think that at your level, you come to meet all the community people, and they will ask you. They will not go to the provincial government or the federal government. They are going to ask you.
100%. I will tell you also that the city of Surrey, the Surrey Police Service presented the budget for policing for Surrey.
Mm-hmm.
We gave them 100% of their budget. We did not argue one nickel on it. We have given them everything they have asked for. And so the city is doing everything we can to assist. But really, at the end of the day, when it comes to how charges are laid, that is with the province. Now, where the feds come in, when the federal government comes in, because this is transnational, and we know the Fochi gang, we know Bishnoi, we all know these words and names. That's the federal government's. That's the intergovernment relationship that they have to manage with India. But Surrey is doing our darndest. We're doing everything we can think of to push this forward. I do think, though, and I mentioned it earlier, I think the notion that there is a cultural shift with the prosecutors, that they get much more aggressive, much more stronger on crime is crucial, not just on this issue, on every single issue. We are seeing criminal elements in our city, repetitive criminals walk. It's just nonsense. And I think all of the people that I talk to agree with that. And I think, those people that are being extorted also all agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Uh, what you expect from the people in Surrey, in the community, as a mayor, that your voice should be conveyed to the NDP government, and there should be any result. Because from the first moment we started this program, I requested Mr. Lipinski too that people of Surrey wants a result. They want to sleep in peace. They don't want to fear going out.
Yeah.
So how we can get the result?
And we're doing exactly what I think we must do. The city of Surrey is doing everything we can. I am communicating to the provincial government. Should we do more? I guess we could try and do more. I can tell you that I have exchanged personal numbers now with the Solicitor General, and that was part of the conversation we had on Thursday, is that we must, not may, we must have a more aggressive and, or not aggressive, but a more symbiotic relationship, that we must communicate often. She agreed, and I have some confidence that that is going to be happening, and I will be talking to her every time I need to.
So there is no lack of communication from your side for this issue.
Not with the Solicitor General. She has been very, very good.
Mhm.
She's new though. I mean, she's very new, and so new to learning about some of the intricacies at Surrey.
What about the new NDP minister, the provincial minister?
That's who. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Krieger, Nina Krieger.
Mhm.
That's who I'm talking about. So her and I are the ones that are talking.
Mhm.
Now, should I be talking to the premier? I
Mhm.
believe so, but I have left him messages and haven't had those returned.
Okay. So it's going to be on record. So you said that it's a Canadian issue. Okay, we agree. It's not in only in Surrey. It's in Edmonton, Calgary, in Toronto, everywhere.
Mhm.
Uh, I still say that most of the shootings are targeted to South Asian business people. Okay. So what's the role of interest of all these MLAs from South Asian community who are ministers also from NDP? Do they care about this? Do they interact with you on this issue,
Um,
or they are just concentrating on their portfolios?
Well, I think if they're a minister, they probably are concentrating on their own portfolio. I am not. I haven't talked
You
with
did not ask for support from them.
they haven't extended, but that goes to other things too. Jaswinder, let's talk about other things that we have not heard from some of the MLAs. Let's
Mhm.
talk about healthcare. Have they stood up for us on healthcare,
Mhm.
on schools, on public transit? No, they haven't.
Mhm.
So
So you think that city of Surrey is being ignored?
I think that the MLAs in this city, in on the government side, need to raise their hand a little higher for
But
their
but
own
you were
city.
saying that you did not ask any support from them. You should have asked for the support.
Well, of course, I ask for the support. I'm
Uh-huh.
saying, am I getting it? Is another question,
Okay.
right?
So how did you ask? You have written them a letter?
No, but I talk to them all the time. I mean, we see each other all the time.
Then
We
you
know.
talk. But
Yeah.
that's an informal discussion. It's not formal. It's not official.
I would say that's pretty official. When you meet face to face, it's a lot more official than letters that end up going to somebody else. If people can't hear it, if they haven't heard it, if they are if they are representatives of this city and they aren't getting the same calls and the same questions that then somebody's not paying attention. I believe they do know. I believe they do know.
Mhm, mhm.
And they certainly know from me. I can write them a letter, but I'm not sure if they can't hear it on the street, then they're not hearing it.
As a mayor, how you can convey to the residents of Surrey that everything will be fine? How you can convince them?
Well, I think right now, with the extortions that we're seeing, the gun violence that we're seeing right now, that's a huge concern. And you're absolutely right. People are very, very concerned. They're devastated. But that's one of the things that we've just done, was hire a new general manager responsible specifically and only for
Mhm.
public safety. We are putting everything we can into making our city safer. And so we will continue to do that. And so we are going to be in the coming months, coming weeks, you will hear new initiatives coming from the city that are going to be great.
So I was talking in Punjabi to the listeners that we are trying to see what's wrong, why we are not getting results, where there is a lacking, because Mr. Norm Lipinski explained well. He explained as a police officer. He can't, comment on any political issue and all that. But at the end of the day, you are the head of the local government. You are responsible for the interests of city residents. They will approach you. You are everywhere. You are in the events and all that. The next election is also coming. They will also ask you before that next election. So my question to you, how you can make the city residents feel safer again?
Thanks. Jaswinder, look, I meet probably every other day, or I talk to every other day, people that are being extorted. It absolutely is crushing. And when you say people are fearful, I 100% agree with you. I am fearful. I am fearful for my residents. I am very concerned about them. This is something that is very specific to Surrey, but I want to just make one observation. There are arrests in Edmonton. There are arrests in Brampton. Why? Because the police can lay the charges there. They can't lay them here. So they have to go to a prosecutor. We already know that prosecutors and this government, this provincial government, is very soft on crime. British Columbia is one of the lightest provinces in terms of how people are dealt with criminal activity. They get the lowest and the lightest jail and those kind of prosecutions. So our police are actually working very hard. And I'm not just talking about Surrey, I'm talking about throughout British Columbia on different issues. But every time they have to reach a bar that is not a policing bar, it's a bar set by prosecutors that already have a culture of being soft on crime. We have a soft on crime provincial government. They agree with that. They believe in that. And that's why you hear people talking day in and day out about catch and release. That's what's happening in British Columbia today. We have to change that. Government knows that. The NDP know that people are angry about those things. We need to see changes. We need to see a special prosecutor. And I can hear Nikki Sharma say we don't. We do. This is very different than any other crime. Surrey is very different than any other city in British Columbia. We are not Burnaby. We are not Vancouver or Richmond. We are, and I think our listener or your listener understands that. They understand that we have an issue here that is different from anything else going on. It's not only national, it's transnational. And we're trying to do this with a prosecution that is out there taking care of other issues. We don't have enough prosecutors in the first place in Surrey, let alone a special prosecutor on this. We need it. We need to make sure there is a cultural shift with prosecutors. We need to see those pre-charge approvals happening by the police. That's a big, big deterrent.
Again, the people can't know the legal terms, legal issues. Their simple question, they can meet you because you are here in Surrey. They can't meet Nikki Sharma. They can't meet Premier very often, They can't meet even, senior MLAs and ministers because they have their portfolios. They are going out of, British Columbia or even out of countries and all that. But you, me, we all are meeting each other in each and every event here. It's okay. You explained in detail, but the people will not understand all these legal issues. So you have said that Nikki Sharma did not reply to you twice. I will make sure that.
Well, she replied, but her answer was no.
Her answer was no.
But let me tell you what Surrey's done. Just Surrey's done. Right now, we've upgraded all of our cameras. We have 600 cameras in this city right now.
Mm-hmm.
Some and please mention some that are covert or you don't know. Some are obvious. The ones in the city are almost not accept. You don't know that they're there. We have 600. We upgraded all our cameras, all 600 of them, so that they can identify now. They can identify license plates, they can identify face. That's something that never, ever has happened before. We have hired a person, and it's a former very high ranked, in fact, he was the officer in charge of the RCMP, to just singularly and only be the general manager of public safety for the city of Surrey. We've just hired him. He is on the ground now working. We have fully funded and will continue to fund the Surrey Police Service to make sure that they have everything they need. They have everything they can. But if they have to run to the province who is already soft on crime, that's a problem. And I think your public understands what soft on crime is because they see it every day. They see people getting away with way too much. And so I think it's about, you're right. I can write another letter, Jaswinder. I can. I have no problem doing that. But will it fall on deaf ears? I hope not.
Okay, so there was a forum and reflection some months ago. So as a mayor, I ask you, your councillors were there, you were there. So what was the result of that forum?
Well, you know what the result of the forum was from the province's side was to give $100,000 to Crime Stoppers. That was it. That's what came out of that. Now, from the city side, we decided to upgrade our cameras. We did all of those things I just talked about because the city took it seriously. But the province said, we're going to give $100,000 to Crime Stoppers. What did that do? Zero. They got zero results out of that. Who is going to say, if you're being extorted and you're not telling the police, are you going to phone an anonymous tip line?
It's natural. It's natural. You're going to call the police first of all.
100%.
Crime Stoppers is not a government official body.
And you don't know who's on the other end of that line.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I don't know why provincial government has given that much amount to them instead of giving to you or, supporting you. Linda Ennis, who's a councillor for last 2 terms, and when she declared her candidacy for mayor, she was stating that you did not take enough care of transition from RCMP to Surrey Police Force, and it took so much time and it got delayed. That resulted in the chaos that's going on in the city.
You know, Councillor Annis can say what she chooses to say. She knows better. We did an awful lot in our city, and I mean, we need a whole other show, Jaswinder, just to talk about all the really good and positive things we've done in the city. But we did not put the brakes on anything to do with the police. The reality is there was never a good enough plan to move it forward, and that's really what stalled it. There was a lot of wishes and hopes and dreams, but not real work. So, I'm not going to comment about what Councillor Annis
Brenda,
says.
the thing is that I know that you have to leave in 3 minutes, but time with you was not enough. We discussed mainly on extortion calls, and Mr. Lipinski were there. But I wish to talk to you about your, coming election and what Linda Ennis is promoting or what she's saying, and what Doug McCullum is doing, and he has released a statement too and all that. But in last 3 minutes, so as a mayor, I just want you to convey message to the listeners of Swift 1200 AM and the city residents. So what will be the message?
Well, I guess what I would like the public to know in Surrey, we really do live in a great city. We are so blessed to be in the city of Surrey. We have so many assets and great things to be grateful for. We have amazing parks. We're building roads. We're building community centers. We've got a solid budget that is moving our city forward. We are building a city. That's pretty unique, and we will be the largest city. We will get beyond this problem with extortions. There's no doubt in my mind. I am confident we are going to get beyond the issues. I don't take them lightly. I can tell you they keep me up at night every single day. But we will get beyond them. But we have great things happening in our city, and we have amazing people. And I know this is almost something you hear from politicians a lot. Our strength is our people. It really is in Surrey. We have we have a population that is entrepreneurial, they're gutsy, they go out and they're helping to build their city, and they care about each other. And I see that every day. I see that every day when I go to events, and the giving that comes out of our community is amazing. And I will say this, and this is one time where I will specifically talk about the Punjabi community. The Punjabi community and the seva that they do um, with everyone who's in need is truly the blessing that we have in this city. It can't be understated.
Mhm. Brenda, being honest, I asked for more time from your office, but they told me that you are busy in the Saturday evening. So we covered most of the things, but I would request to you to come again to the show, and we are going to discuss more issues like development of city. What are your plans in future for coming years for the city, and what are your achievements so far? How was your tenure as a mayor? We discussed about the most worrisome problem in the city, and it took us around more than 1 hour to discuss. But the other good things, like what are the other things that you are going to bring or you have brought to the city, like sports facilities, like stadiums, like some programs for the children and the people and all that? For that, we would like to have you in another show on some other day. Thank you very much for sparing your time and traveling to the studio in person and being on the show. And I also wish all the best health to your husband. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jaswinder. We truly live in a great city, and so I am very, very proud of what my counselors have been able to achieve in this last 3 years, and one more year to go.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.